Amaymon is a prince of hell who represents the sin of wrath along with being an archdemon under Asmodeus. Amaymon is a powerful archdemon that is an extra member of the 7 princes of hell. Asmodeus and sometimes Gap are said to be his servants. He also has Emlon, Madikin, Akarbiditun, Boitheon and Seer as his servants. He is the king of either the west or east. Depending on the direction, either Zeminiar, Corson, and Gap or Aegean, Oriens, and Paimon are treated as the other kings along with him. A silver ring is required to be worn on the middle finger when summoning him, as his deadly breath will kill the summoner otherwise. Appearance. As a demon, Amaymon is able to take many different forms. His mortal appearances are either that of an old man or a lion. Amaymon's current human form is that of a teenage boy, standing at 5 feet 8 inches, an average height. He has a spike of hair which is lightly colored compared to the rest of his dark green hair and has long claw-like black fingernails. He wears a jacket that has crossbones as buttons. He also wears green arm warmers and a black and pink short-sleeved shirt, same color as his spike, under his jacket, with rips at the ends. When he is in his demonized form and at full power, he has longer ears, 2 horns on his head, an alligator-like tail, and muscular arms like his familiar, all of which are green with red markings. Personality. Amaymon appears to be calm and collected, but holds his power in a very high regard, very brash and, overall, quite carefree. However, he shows great anger and annoyance when someone ruins his fun, like when Mephistopheles intervened in his fight with a power. He can be playful and doesn't take his opponents seriously in battle, which suggests that Amaymon is either highly arrogant, or hideously skilled in combat. He has also been shown to care for his familiar, and showed great distress when it was killed. Powers and abilities. He is said to have a poisonous breath and in the Lesser Key of Solomon states the exorcist or conjurer must be in possession of a silver ring, duly consecrated and worn on the middle finger as a form of protection against this poisonous astral breath. In the sacred magic of Abramelin the Mage, Amaymon is said to know the past, present, and future. He can cause visions and enable people to fly. He provides familiar spirits and can cause other spirits to appear and assume diverse forms. He can summon protection and revive the dead. His domain is the south. Scott's discovery of witchcraft mentions that Amaymon is known for his dangerous, putrid breath and describes a technique of protection where conjurers wear a magic ring and hold this against their faces to ward away Amaymon's harm. The same technique is advised for the infernal King Bilith. Mathers also notes Amaymon's reputation for fiery or poisonous breath. History. Myths and legends. According to some grimoires, he is said to be the only one who has power that rivals Asmodeus. A curious characteristic of this spirit is shown during the evocation of Asmodeus to visible appearance, when the exorcist must stand upright with his cap or headdress removed in a show of respect, for if he does not it is Amaymon who will deceive him and doom all his work. According to Pseudemonarchia Daemonum he is the king of the West, although for some translations of the Lesser Key of Solomon he is king of the East, although some translations of the Lesser Key of Solomon consider Belial, Belith, Asmodeus and Gap as the kings of the 4 cardinal directions, though not giving detail on the cardinal point each rule. According to the grimoire The Book of the Sacred Magic of Abramelin the Mage translated by S. L. MacGregor Mathers, Amaymon was one of the 8 sub-princes, described as an Egyptian devil whom Abramelin restrained from working evil from the 3rd hour till noon and from the 9th till evening. In this text, he is one of 8 sub-princes summoned to serve the magician as part of the Holy Guardian Angel rite. Mathers relates his name to a Greek root meaning terrible violence and vehemence. He appears in Wierus's Pseudomonarchia Daemonum under the name Amaymones. Here he seems to be a chief among evil spirits. He is mentioned in connection with both Asmodeus and Bilith, and he is tied to deception and abominable practices. Although he is associated with the South and the Abramelin material, Amaymon is listed as the King of the East in Dr. Rudd's treatise on angel magic. Here, the name of this demon is rendered Amaymon.